There you go. Okay, so much fewer mistakes nearer to your house, right?
Yeah.
Okay, stop. Remember, he was out of position. You're going to stop and reposition him and then head out again. It's much harder out in the world than it is in your living room. Stop. No kidding, right? Okay, and I'd just like you to feed him just a little more frequently. Let's keep his focus going on you. If you want to make sure he's still functioning, you can say his name, see if he looks up at you. Then he keeps looking back. Do you see this? We're walking in circles. Good. Okay, so let's head back down to the sidewalk. And let's make a racetrack that goes from your driveway to the driveway of 2 houses down. And let's see how we do. Okay, see him start to head out? Is that just the first house? Yeah. Okay. Okay, stop. Okay, when he gets ahead of you, the remedy is to stop, reposition him, and then head out again. So you don't want to try to correct that on the fly. Okay, there we go. Good. Well done. Is this the second driveway? And he turns. Good boy. So what happens is every time we traverse the same space and good things are happening, food is coming out, high value food is coming out, then the dog is getting happier and happier and more comfortable in that space. So that when you make the move to the next piece of property, even though it's new and probably a little scary, we're starting from a better place than we would have if we just headed straight down the street. Does that make sense? All of you. No, doesn't make sense.
Yes,
Me
all
too.
of us. Yes.
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm so alone here.
So Barbara,
Yeah.
let me ask a question.
Yes, ma'am.
If Jennifer has been able to walk him way down to the end of her street so far,
Right.
and onto another busier street for daily walks, if she, I mean, maybe she thinks that's working okay, but now you're saying make it a much shorter walk back and forth, right?
Well, what I'm saying is the further he goes into new territory, the more stressful the walk is going to be for him. Okay, the new spaces are scary.
Okay.
So a lot of times what happens is as soon as you head out of the house and the dog starts to perceive they're heading into new space, they start to get agitated. And the further you walk, the more new real estate they're encountering, the more upset they get. Now, they don't necessarily look upset, from a lot of people's perspectives, but you know, it's hard to read their signals sometimes. So then you get to the place in the walk where all of a sudden he can't stop focusing on lizards, or he starts acting out. And that's because the stress associated with going to all these new places without having a rest is causing his stressors to stack and stack and stack.
So if she's been walking him down to the end of her street and down an even busier street,
Right.
that's not new for him anymore. That's territory that.
But it hasn't been treated yet. He's not going to feel better about it just because you went there a bunch of times.
No, but she has been treating him.
Right, but every 40 steps.
Yeah, she did try to work him up to more steps, I think.
Right. So the object of the game, stop. See, we were only 2 houses away, and he's falling out.
Okay.
Okay, which means that area has not been treated well enough.
Interesting.
When I say treated, I look at the entire world from his perspective like it's a giant rash. And anytime he goes into new territory that is affected by this malady, he continues to feel uncomfortable, you know, lack of confidence, unconfident, whatever the word is. And that continues to build. Each new space he walks into that he's unfamiliar with causes that to build. So I would like to see him without his ears peeled back so much. You see what he's doing here? I don't see happy tail wagging going for a walk. I see he's a little bit rigid. His ears are way back. See that?
Yeah.
Good. And what kind of treats are we using?
I have a mix. Can't remember the brand. One is Buddy bite-sized treats. I also have some blue, and then some salmon.
Okay, because he keeps getting out in front, and you're fixing it by taking a step forward and then feeding him out in front. And you'll be able to see that better when you look at the video later. Okay, so slow down a little bit. Okay, we don't have to go super slow, but we don't want to do our normal going out for an invigorating exercise walk pace because we will lose control. I think he's starting to get out ahead of you. So if his ear is not able to like bump into the side of your leg, then he's too far out in front.
His ear is what?
So you want to see if his ear is like right next to your leg or maybe a little behind, you're in pretty good shape. As soon as his ear starts to move out in front of you, then you need to think about repositioning him. Good. 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 See how he's checking in periodically? This is good.
A little more relaxed. Looks.
A little bit.
He's just moving faster. We're moving.
Okay. Now let's see if we can slow the feeding down to every 3 steps and see what happens.
Every how many steps?
What's your rate of payoff right now?
It's about every other step, I think.
Okay. So let's see if we can get him up to 3.
Okay.
And see what happens.
That's great. He just stood there. That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty good.
Right in that position.
Oops. Okay, remember your hand is not looking for his mouth. It's just going to drop down and dangle next to your leg. So it always winds up in the same place. Let his mouth find the food.
Jim, watch out.
Now he's ahead of you. Good. Was there a hazard coming that we didn't see?
Yes, is there something jumping out at her?
Direction behind us on the other side of the street.
All right, looks like we're doing much better.
So Barbara, I was just thinking about when I was walking today, you know, we went by a place where there's some gopher holes and I let Kiki smell some.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, can you, when you do these walks and then eventually will it be kind of will it always be like this working it, you know, I mean, or will it be like a little more, like you said, enrichment where you're letting them smell some stuff or?
Right. Well, all walks right now have to be training walks.
Right.
Okay. For him, there's no such thing as enrichment on a walk because he's going to be scanning the environment looking for something to be upset about.
Right.
So we want to just stick to training walks at this point, and then eventually we can do enrichment walks. But until he has more control
Right.
of himself, we really can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. If she has to be continually repositioning him, like in the span of 2 houses, when she reduced her speed and was paying more attention to where he was in relationship to her, she actually had to reposition him 3 times in 2 houses.
If
And
they
he's
pass,
that
go back
fairly
out.
frequently. Yeah. So one thing you want to be really careful about is that when he gets ahead of you, you don't inadvertently kind of speed up to catch up with him
Mm.
and then start
Okay.
beating him, because that's not helping him learn where to be. If you do anything to compensate for his mistakes, then he's not going to learn from that.
Okay.
And the object of the game is to get him to be happy and successful out on walks without getting stressed out, as opposed to distance or number of treats between, or number of steps between treats.
It has, I was just thinking with Kiki, it has become where like she gets right back in position
Mm-hmm.
and looks at me like, okay, I'm back. Let's go. It's like, what? I didn't bring as many treats with me this time.
Yeah, you want to have your best stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where we want hamburger and turkey and pureed baby food and those, whatever those expensive little squeezy sacks of stuff are.
Cream cheese.
We
Yeah.
want that. Yeah, cream cheese.
I didn't know baby food was in squeezable pouches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking carrying jars
Yeah.
around.
Somebody told me that my supermarket had a bunch of jars of baby food on closeout. So I went to the baby food department and, there was all these jars of baby food, which is a pain because they're all, glass. I hate having all these glass containers,
Right.
whatever. And there he gets ahead, but so he has to be conscious of the fact that he's out of position and that you're helping him fix it. And then I saw the pouches and I'm like, what is this? And then I thought, oh yeah, how convenient. You just throw these things in your baby bag along with your 5,000 other pounds of crap that you carry around. You have a baby. And baby eats by sucking the food out, because usually by then the babies are pretty good at sucking food out of things. And
God,
you just throw your little container away.
that would have saved me so much time.
I know.
So basically what you're saying is Jennifer can walk him as much as she's been walking him, but it's going to be in a much more limited space. I mean, if they've been taking a 2-mile walk that takes 45 minutes or whatever,
Mhm.
they'll do the 45 minutes, but it's going to be 2 houses down, 2 houses down, maybe 3 houses down, back and
Right.
forth.
So one of the measures that she can use to determine if they're ready to move on to more or different space, not more space, but different space, is how many times she has to reposition him in the span of the 2 or 3 houses, however long her racetrack is. Okay. So if she gets to the place where she can traverse that space without repositioning the dog for a while, then it's probably time to move your racetrack down 1 house.
Okay.
Not gonna take Benny that long. It's pretty good.
Yeah. It goes a whole lot more quickly than you might think.
Yeah.
It's not the most exciting dog walk that ever was, but we're not here for fun, we're here for work.
So I promised Jennifer we would end at 5, and I think you have a hard stop at 5, you said.
Yeah, we have somebody in the lobby for sure.
We are there. And so you're going to send the link for the recording
I'm gonna
to
put it in his Dropbox.
in his Dropbox. Okay. And does Jennifer have access to that Dropbox?
If she doesn't, then go ahead and send me her email address and I'll invite her to the.
Okay. And then I have a request. I don't know if you put Nate's recording from last week in his Dropbox.
Did.
You did?
Uh-huh.
I didn't get a notification of it, so I thought I
Yeah,
had.
just take a peek.
Okay, all
I
right.
did back-to-back ones. It was the first time I did 2 back-to-back 1-hour Zoom recordings, and I was afraid it was going to be seriously hosed up, but it worked.
Okay,
So,
all right.
blazing new trails here.
Okay, and for Jennifer, we already have scheduled Benny for next Friday at 3:00. You have that on your calendar, Barbara?
Benny at 3:00. Yes.
Nate at 2.
Nate at 2, Benny at 3.
Okay, does that work okay, Jennifer?
Oh, you're off next Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll make. I don't think I have anything going on, but
So Dave should be able to do this again.
Okay,
You
Yep.
did awesome today, Jenna.
You did.
Jennifer. Mhm.
Jennifer's awesome every day.
Yeah, and the cameraman's pretty good too.
Yeah, we want to clone her.
Yeah, definitely.
And Dave, you get credit too, so thank you very much.
you're very welcome.
Okay, see where his ears are right now? Nope, not now. Right there.
Yeah.
That's where we want to see them when he's going for a walk. Way up high.
Ah,
Okay, big smile, way up high. Happy, happy. Okay. If you
Drool,
start to
drool,
move
drool.
into new territory and you see those ears start to fold back, you're like, uh-oh, he's starting to stress a little bit.
Mhm.
Okay. I didn't know
See?
that.
lots of they give us lots of messages if only we knew how to interpret them.
That's
were-
it.
Okay,
right.
thanks, everybody.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Thanks,
You guys have a
Barbara.
great week. Thank you for your help.
Thank
You
you.
too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.